Today's budget has been superb for the northeast of England, in particularly the parts of the northeast served by Tees Valley. In my view, it was a budget that I suppose rewarded the faith that voters placed in the government in 2019 by bringing a free port to the River Tees and locating in Darlington a special campus of the Treasury, making sure that decision makers, policy makers can see policy from a perspective of the North East. Joining me in our studio at 2 metres distance is Councillor Heather Scott, who's the leader of Darlington Borough Council. Councillor Scott, what was your reaction?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing news. Fantastic. Not only for Darlington, but for the whole of Tees Valley. Because I think the fact that we will have the Treasury here will attract businesses. It will be something that people want to come here. Our access to rail, road and air is fantastic. And I just think it's brilliant news. I think with COVID, people have been a bit down, and I think this will really give everybody a boost. We are hoping to meet on Thursday morning to find out just exactly what they want. We will do everything that we possibly can to make sure we can get them here as quickly as possible. And I would like to personally thank Ben Houchen for all the help that he's given us in this, because obviously he's been central to this. I'm also pleased about the free port because that's beneficial to the whole area. And I think it's just the government. They promised that they will level up in the north, and this is exactly what they're doing. Conservatives keep their promises, and we will do that locally as well.
Thank you, Heather. You mentioned Ben. Here's a quick recording of his reaction when this news of the free port and the Treasury jobs were announced.
Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, has just announced two amazing projects for Teesside, Darlington and Hartlepool. The first, and one that I think will be absolutely transformational, not this week, not just next week, but for years and years to come, and that is a Teesside free port. A free port that will go from Redcar to Hartlepool to Teesside Airport to Middlesbrough and everywhere in between. He's also just announced the new Treasury campus, Treasury North, will be coming to Darlington Town Centre, something we've worked on now for over a year, banging the drum, trying to get the government to recognise that you can't have all the civil servants in London. They can't have that city mindset. They need to come and live in places like Middlesbrough and Darlington and Redcar and Hartlepool. And they need to recruit people from these areas as well, so we get better policy making, better decision making for local people. He's now announced that it's coming to Darlington. So pleased that we've got that over the line. And just look what we've achieved.
Heather, Ben was very excited there.
Yeah.
And what about you? You've been in public life a long time. How does this rank as far as days in public service?
Well, apart from obviously taking control of the council after such a long time, this is the next best thing. And it really is good. Darlington is on the up. We have an ambition to make it for a place where people want to come to live, work and play. And I think this will help us achieve that ambition. And, you know, I hope that the rest of the businesses in Darlington welcome it in the same way. I'm extremely excited.
OK, well, just a few minutes left to get some business reaction. We've got people on our screen now. Let's go round the screen in order. First, we have Liz Armstrong, who's the senior partner at a very well-known solicitors practice, Latimer Hinks, in Darlington. Liz, your reaction to the news in the budget today?
It's amazing news, Graham. Really happy to hear it. And it's good that the government's recognised what we all knew all along, which is it's an amazing place to live and work, Darlington and the Tees Valley area. And we're just really, happy to see it sort of, put like this and bolster the local economy in this way. It's just amazing. I think everyone's really buzzing.
OK, and let's go over to Teesside itself and near Redcar to Chris MacDonald, who's the Chief Executive of Materials Processing Institute.
Thank you, Graham. And almost overshadowed today, I think, was the announcement of an investment in offshore wind at Teesside, which frees up an important port location and also builds on our industrial strategy. And actually goes alongside an announcement the Chancellor made last year to invest in research at my own institute, which will be supporting this new initiative as well. So a big day for Teesside.
Thank you very much. That offshore wind investment, very important. I'm on the board, full disclosure, of the Development Corporation there, and it is a massive win for the Development Corporation. So thanks for mentioning it, Chris. Chris Beaumont, another Chris, who is the lead at Clive Owen LLP, very well-known business advisory accountancy practice. They have a location in Darlington and across the northeastern Yorkshire. How does this sit with you, Chris?
This is excellent news, not only for Darlington, but across the whole of the Tees Valley. I mean, we've been working within the location for sort of 35 years, so we know what an excellent place it is to do business, an excellent place to live as well. So I think those people moving up from the south will actually appreciate the sort of the countryside, the beaches and everything else that we've got, the great schools, and obviously the house prices are a bit cheaper for here for them to invest in as well. So, and it's also part of the sort of living up agenda, so it's actually good to see that actually Darlington's been chosen over some of the metropolitan cities that were being flagged as potential places for this great opportunity for Darlington to be given.
A nice segue into Gemma Creedy from My Property Box, which rents and deals with the housing market for landlords in the Darlington area. What does it say to you about the market for property?
I think it will just absolutely boost the housing market. I mean, it's already booming at the moment, but it'll bring, as everybody said before, investors to the town, which will create more investment opportunities. There'll be more people wanting to rent, to buy. It's just fantastic. It's so exciting for the town itself and for the area. It's exactly what we needed. It's just the boost that everybody needed. It's very exciting.
Thank you, Gemma. We've got only 1 minute left. I'm going back to Chris MacDonald from Materials Processing Institute. Chris, the Freeport itself, as Ben said, is across different locations, not just on the River Tees. What does that mean for the potential for investment here? Just very quickly.
I think that's really important, Graham, because we've got a wide variety of different types of port infrastructure that can attract all these different sorts of industry. And by arranging the Freeport in this way, it means that we can offer a much more complete solution to inward investors. It's a world-class inward investment opportunity now.
Thank you. Share this video if you're watching on LinkedIn or other social media platforms, because we who live in Tees Valley have had a great day. We're very keen to tell everyone about it and attract their interest to our area. And let's not forget Leeds, which did very well as well, with the National Infrastructure Bank to be located there.